This person likes you a lot. Whoever this is that I am picking up on, this is somebody that feels like they hit the jackpot with you. This is something where they get very excited, very nervous when they are in your presence, but they like it. There's a sense that there is nothing about you that is plain, nothing about you that is boring, nothing about you that is ordinary. And there's a sense of almost feeling that they've discovered like a diamond ring on a shore side, that somebody lost or discarded, or just didn't even know about, like a treasure that washed up out of a sunken ship, or like a pirate ship, and it's you, and it's this situation. And so there's a sense of kind of like there's value here to what you're experiencing with one another, not just in terms of like your material experiences at this moment in time, but something that's happening inside this person is like, wow, this feels so good. This feels like puppy love again. I didn't think that I could feel this way for someone. I didn't think I could feel this way for someone so quickly. So this is somebody that's very excited to kind of see what else happens. These butterflies are like lifting this person up at this time. This is somebody who almost feels like, I wouldn't fall in love with you. I would rise in love with you. I would go anywhere with you. I would do anything with you. This person is smitten for you. You have had a very powerful impact upon them. And it feels like this is almost somebody that you may have been like very quiet with them, or, you've been hurt in love before. So you're taking your time to be discerning. You're not just going to open your heart to anyone. And this person is almost like, ooh, this is such a turn on. This is like the thrill of the hunt. This is the chase. This is somebody that is like, I am eager to rise to that occasion to meet you. I want to talk to you more. I want to spend more time with you. I want to get to know you. I want to impress you. I want to kind of show you the best that I have to offer, because there's something about you that is very like worthy of this attention. There's something within you that definitely has sparked this interest within this person, where they see this as rare, like a rare opportunity, or you're a rare person. There's also a sense of curiosity about like, who are you when you are loved correctly? They sense that there's like a version of you that is kind of hidden in plain sight, hidden behind the scenes, kind of a high priestess energy. And so there's a sense of like them getting into magician mode, getting all their ducks in a row, getting ready to really pour into this connection, because there's a sense of like a hidden side to them, a hidden side to you, and maybe that is the place where magic can occur. So I'm really attracted to you. So this person thinks you are very sexy, you are very beautiful, you are very gorgeous. Your energy is just delightful. Your energy is something that they're very attracted to as well. Just the vibe that you give off, your scent. They find your mind to be very stimulating. The way you think, the way you kind of look at the world, the way that you interact with them, all of this has somebody that is just kind of, they're very enamored by you. They're very dazzled by you. They're kind of like, what did I do to get this lucky? What do I need to do to keep this person interested, to continue the conversation going, to see them again? If it's somebody that you've met up with in person, maybe you're dating, this is something where if you have like times where you're planning on getting together, this person gets like really excited leading up to that. Like if they know that you'll show up somewhere at a particular time, it's kind of like they start watching the clock and getting very, very anxious, very like, hurry up and get here. If you're a little bit late, or maybe you've even tried to be sort of fashionably late with this person, just keep them waiting a little bit. There's a sense of like, this is something that really turns them on, that they see it as almost like a challenge to be with you. It takes work. You're not just going to settle for the bare minimum. They got to put in some effort. And so this is something where it's kind of like, yeah, you're not withholding your love from me, or kind of like, trying to sort of mess with me or manipulate me. But the fact that you hold yourself in such a high regard, you're the prize, and it's got to be the right person that earns time with you, or earns time by your side. This is something that is really activating a level within this individual that's like, yeah, I'm up for the challenge. I'm liking the fact that you're not just kind of giving into this connection easily, that there are times where you're very kind of generous and open, and times where it's kind of like, okay, now I need to be a little more reserved. Now show me what you got, because I've I've given a lot as far as, time and attention and, maybe things that you've shared. So anything where you've really kind of put the ball back in this person's court and like, okay, I've showed up to a certain extent. Now, what do you have for me? This is something that they really like that. They see that there's a good give and take between the two of you. It's like you're moving in tandem through this experience of almost romancing each other in the intangible world that is just as fascinating, just as much of a turn on to this person as the nature of like your actual interactions with each other. We also have you inspire me to do better. So it feels like this person's getting very creative in terms of the ways in which they may want to start, with gift giving, compliments, the things that they share with you, the things that you talk about, the nature of the dates that you go on. There's a sense of they want to kind of breathe more life into this situation. They want to step outside of the comfort zone. This is something where there may be things they want to explore with you that they had wanted to explore with other previous romantic partners who were just closed off to such things or never really reached that level. They were never comfortable enough with that person. Those can be spicy things, or these can just be, kind of mundane, average, out in the light of day sort of things. This is somebody that is just like, they want to find ways to incorporate you in every little part of their life, every little part of their world. And you have definitely helped this person to kind of lift their spirits up beyond a place of maybe at first, when they first met you, they're like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if you're going to like me. I don't know if you're going to reject me. But there's a sense that like even the way you flirt with this person, you flirt with your eyes, you flirt with your silence, you flirt with your presence and with your kind of active attention when the two of you are together. This is something that has helped them to kind of shut that door to that rejection wound. They definitely feel good enough for you. They definitely feel worthy of you. And so this is something that's like, okay, so I feel like I'm in the right room, I'm in the right place, you're the right person, so let's take this thing to the next level. We also have my intentions are good and pure. So it feels like this person wants to try to build on more of just like a platonic dynamic between the two of you, because the spicy thoughts that they are having, that is something that it's kind of like, once we go there, there's no stopping me. Once we kind of enter into that territory, I'm not going to want to let you go. And so before we get to that place, or if you've already been intimate with one another, there's a sense of like, okay, we need to build in more of a practical manner, because I want something more than just sex. I don't just want us to have like a good time with one another physically. Like I want you to become more a part of my world, more a part of my life. I want us to have things to do and things in common, and experiences where we're enjoying one another's company and our clothes are on, or we're kind of just like talking about everyday things and everyday reality. I want to kind of get to know you as a person. I want you to know me as a person, because they see a lot of potential here that this could lead to a long-term connection. They like where things are at with you right now, and there's definitely an incentive and a motivation to kind of branch out into new territory, take things to the next level. And they want to make sure it feels like that they're not just spending time with you for sex. They're not just interested in you for the ways in which that can benefit them kind of, sensually. That this is something that they really like you as a person. They like everything about you, everything that you bring to the table pleases them on a multitude of levels, makes them very excited that they feel like they found, a good one. They found a right one. They found, somebody that is very kind of motivating, very, very activating, very stimulating on a lot of different levels. And so there is a sense of kind of wanting to make sure that that they are a safe person, that it's okay to, kind of let your guard down, to get comfortable with them. They'll call you in the morning, or you'll wake up in the morning and they're still there next to you, like that kind of an energy. This is somebody that wants to stick around. They don't just kind of want to come in as an energy of conquest and then be off on their way. They don't just see you as someone that will be a notch in the belt or a notch on the bedpost. This is somebody that is kind of like, yeah, I want more than that. Maybe that wasn't the kind of thing they were looking for in their life when they encountered you, but you have definitely turned their sights towards the experience of like, okay, this can be something much more than just a fling, and I want to explore that. I want to make you know that, yeah, even though there's all this like juicy and delicious chemistry between the two of us, that I am someone who also desires more out of a connection, or I'm capable of giving more and receiving more out of connections with other people. And I sense that there's that potential between the two of us, or what we've already done to kind of create that between the two of us so far. It's resonating. It's what I want. We also have, I could talk to you forever. So this person doesn't want to get off the phone with you when you're talking. They don't want to get off the chat. They don't want the date to end. They don't want the night to end. It feels like they're starting to get very lonely for you in the times where, you know, you're just kind of living your life and doing other things. And there's a sense again of like, they get very excited when they know that they are going to see you. This is somebody who's like, they're trying to look their best. They're trying to put the best foot forward. They're really trying to impress you. This may be somebody who is almost kind of like a nervous talker. They're filling up a lot of the space between the two of you at times with just all of these words, all of this kind of commotion. And it's not because they're not a good listener. There's a sense that like you bring something to life within this person, which is very hard for them to contain. They want to kind of let you know, like, I'm more than just somebody that, you know, is sitting here flatlined within a human body, that I've got depth, I've got layers. I've got room inside of myself for all of your passion, all of your chaos, everything about you that other lovers, other partners might have thought was too much, that you were extra, you were too high maintenance. That's not the case for me. I see the potential within you, and it's like, yeah, pour into me, you know, unleash, show me all of what you're capable of as like an emotional, vibrant being, and that they are somebody that can definitely match that frequency. That brings a lot of excitement to them as well. The way that you are authentic, the way that you express yourself, even times where you're like, you choose to just be silent, they see that as a very empowered and very passionate move on your part. We also have, meeting you is the best thing that ever happened to me. Yeah, so you're this person's treasure. They treasure the time that they spend with you. They feel very lucky to have encountered you, and it feels like they are going to try and do a lot in order to make sure that you continue to see them as, you know, a viable option for a future partner, for a long-term relationship, or the only option. You know, if this is just kind of a talking stage right now and they're not really sure if you're talking to other people, or maybe you've told them, like, I'm keeping my options open until someone makes a commitment, I'm single. This is somebody that is kind of like, okay, I hear that, I understand that, and they're planning, they're plotting behind the scenes. They're like, what do I need to do in order to come to that place where I would like to then ask you to be mine tomorrow? But that's so cheesy, that's so desperate for you to have said, like, I'm single until somebody, for some people, puts a ring on it, or, you know, I'm single until, you know, somebody kind of has that conversation, and we attach titles and labels. It's almost like they didn't want to respond to that, even if it's just a vibe that you give off. They didn't want to kind of like pick up on that or address that directly. And the next thing that they say, the response is like, okay, will you be my girlfriend? Okay, will you be my wife? Because there's a sense that they almost want to have that moment be something special. That moment not as like, oh, let me ready myself and make sure I'm ready for commitment, but let's do that over a candlelit dinner. Let's take a walk somewhere. Let's have a special conversation. Let's not do it over a chat. Let's not do it over text. Let's not do that over the phone. Let's do what we need to do in order to make sure that I'm looking into your eyes, that the mood is right, that it's something that if this relationship turns out to be forever, then we can tell that story to our kids, tell that story to our grandkids, have something to look back on for ourselves as, yeah, there was magic that was sprinkled every step of the way, very intentionally and by the universe, in this love story as it unfolds between the two of us. So it feels like you have almost like a creative lover on your hands here, something where you may have gotten little previews or sort of hints of that, but there's much more to this person. And it's kind of like, just, they almost like want you to sort of like sit there and watch. Just watch what I will do. Watch what I will present to you. Watch the ways in which I'm not not just going to try to sell you on an empty cup of love, but I'm going to show you my cup overfloweth, and there's enough love in me to kind of keep us both afloat at the times where you are doubting, or you're kind of like, well, why is this person with me? Are they just with me because they're lonely? Are they talking to other people? Are they really into this? This is somebody that wants to show you they want to be exclusive, that they see this as a very rare and precious opportunity. They genuinely have feelings for you. And so whatever that kind of like next big step is between the two of you, it's something that they want to make the moment very special. Yeah, we also have I'm trying to impress you. So they may get a lot more creative with the dates that they plan. This may be somebody that, you know, kind of comes out of left field with some kind of information, something that they share, something that they tell you, something that they demonstrate, a grand romantic gesture that, you know, can even just be something like if you're going to the movies with one another, they kind of reach over and hold your hand during a romantic scene. And then they don't let go, you know, something that they hadn't done before, that for them or for where you're at, it's kind of like, oh, that's so sweet. This is the next level. This is that kind of like subtle nudge forward, that little like, I really like you. I'm not just here because I'm bored. I'm not just here because there's nobody else around or nobody else to talk to, but I like you. I want to impress you with like what I'm capable of. I want to be debonair. I want to be suave. I want to be grounded. I want to be trustworthy. You know, I want to be romantic. I want to be intellectually stimulating. I want to be someone that's funny. I want to be someone that is like everything that you are looking for and more, so that you don't see anyone else other than me, because this person is very focused on you. They only have eyes for you. We also have it's hard for me to trust people. So yeah, trust and loyalty, very important to this person. Unlike people you had dealt with previously that might have been like, trust and loyalty are important, so I'm going to test this situation and see, will you stick it out for me even if I'm making it very difficult, or, you know, confusing you or playing little games just to sort of see, are you really down for me? Are you really here in the long term? This is somebody that has maybe had that experience, like someone else has done that, or they just don't support the culture of that. They don't agree with that. That doesn't like resonate with them morally. There's something that they might find that to be a turnoff, like people that play games and test in that sense. So this is somebody though that does value that loyalty. They do value that trust, and they're going to go about that in a different way, establishing that with you. A lot of communication, so an increase in the communication and the nature of what they communicate, ways in which they start to express emotions or vulnerability, all of that to kind of like build trust. Like, I am showing you the soft underbelly of myself, and I am trusting that you're not going to claw that. I'm trusting that, you know, you're not going to kind of like use this information and manipulate me. This is somebody that, even though they've been hurt in love before, and the trust might have been broken on multiple occasions by different kinds of people in their life, this is somebody that is like, they never stop hoping. They never stop putting themselves out there. This is somebody that it feels like if you could see their kind of like heart in an energetic sense as like a map of every experience they've had kind of like leading up to now, it's full of scars. It's full of all the times where they kind of like wore their heart on their sleeve, and this kind of exposure was something that, you know, was very devastating for them, or they gave their heart to someone and it came back all kind of mangled, all sort of, you know, neglected, all disregarded, and they spruced it up. They patched it up. They healed themselves as best as they could. They cried those tears. They processed those emotions. They moved on. So they come towards you. They are here in your presence with like, yeah, I've got the wreckage of my past, but I don't let my baggage dictate what I do moving forward. Yeah, I've been hurt in love before. People have betrayed me in my life and in love, but I'm still putting myself out there. I'm still wanting to give you my heart, as covered in scars as it is, tattooed with the wreckage of decisions that I made that didn't work out to my advantage. But if you want it, it's yours. And we also have, I can't get you off my mind. Yes, this person's like daydreaming about you, fantasizing about you. There may be a lot happening in the dream space between the two of you. This is somebody that it feels like they don't just want to sit and dream about you. This is an action-oriented person, very motivated to kind of like continue to move forward towards you, continue to pour into this connection, continue to almost look at this connection like a work of art. Like together, the two of you are making a work of art out of this experience. But they're not just going to sit there and like pose and have you be the one holding the paintbrush, you be the poet, you be the person that's pouring into all of this. This is somebody that may see those qualities within you, that when you love, you decorate it completely with all the beauty that you are. And this is somebody that, you know, they want to have that experience too. They are inspired by you. You are their muse. You inspire this person to open up emotionally and to give into this situation in a way that if you ever had mistaken kind of your worthiness for love, or the quality of the love you had to give based on people that couldn't handle it, weren't worthy of it, didn't appreciate it in the past, this person wants to help you kind of like move beyond that. They feel that it's something where you two could have a very satisfying experience of love beyond all of the lessons of yesterday. And we also have, yeah, I'm secretly in love with you. So this person is like already fallen in love, or kind of back to that butterfly metaphor, they have risen in love. This person is not afraid of the idea of love with you. They're not afraid of the future when it comes to, you know, the two of you building towards something more. Again, this kind of ties into something where they want to make it very special when they make that declaration, when they say the words I love you for the first time, when they become more expressive. They want to lean towards you and then keep leaning towards you. They want to pull you in close. They want to kiss you. They want to look into your eyes. They want to hold you. Yeah, we also have, I can't wait to have you in my arms again. So they are looking forward to your next encounter with one another. They're looking forward to that first kiss, or the next time you guys make out. You know, they're looking forward to embracing you for all that you are, embracing this connection for all that it can become. And it feels like this is somebody that they are hoping that you continue to embrace the efforts that they are making towards you at this point in time. I'm hearing there's more where that came from. So whatever they've kind of shown you, you know, as far as like romance or very like unexpected things, or things that were very like sweet, very endearing, you know, this is something where it's like that's not all this person's capable of. It's like they're just getting started in sort of loving you and loving you the right way. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.